What's up, guys? Duke back here from SportsGamers.com. In today's Madden 20 video, I'm going to be going over the latest title update that EA dropped. A little patch they just put out. It's April now, and we're still making the run game better. I don't understand what is going on here, but in this video, we'll be going over what changed in the patch and what Madden players think about this patch. Is it a hit, success? Do people like it? Are people skeptical? What's going on? So, guys, in looking at the patch note, there's two main things I see. Main thing I see is that the 2-4-5 odd bench blitz, you guys probably should know this defense if you played online competitively, but this blitz has basically been patched to where no longer are you going to be getting sacked before you can hand the ball off on stretches and dives and, whatnot. There were ways to counter this defense. Like, I honestly feel like this defense was pretty easily counterable. But now you guys are going to see here, if I come out in this defense and run it, it just does not work. Like before, if we ran eye-tight stretch or dive, or really stretch because ISO was a good counter to it, but stretch or a regular dive from another formation, I mean, every time this was you're getting sacked in the backfield. You couldn't hand the ball off. It was just crazy. But now, if we run the exact same D and you run stretch, you guys can see that nothing is happening. We could do this a couple more times from different formations and show you that bench blitz 3 just no longer will get any sort of penetration. Was it kind of a glitchy defense? Sure. But at the end of the day, guys, I mean, Madden has been a running game all year. And there were ways to counter this defense, and at this point, I think we're taking it to an extreme because now we're not even gonna allow any sort of, we get a pretty good run D that still can be countered, and at this point, we're just gonna completely take it out the game. Not sure I really agree with that, but you guys could let me know what you think. Do you think bench blitz should have been patched? I don't have a huge issue with it in theory. It's just that because the run game is so good and there were ways to counter it, I just don't see why it needed to be patched. Like you guys can see here, it doesn't get any penetration anymore. It's really easy to run on. That was a couple stretches. If you guys could see a couple dives, you'll see that dives are now working just fine as well. Dives don't get sacked or hit before the handoff either now. So at the end of the day, running the ball just got a lot easier online because now we don't even have to worry about bench blitz, which was one of the better run Ds in the game right now. I feel like it was more effective than the 3-4 odd stuff that everyone had been using. I just think it was a great run D, and now it just doesn't work. So, at the end of the day, it is what it is. EA decided to patch it, so we're going to have to live with it, I just think that if we're talking about what needed to be patched, there's just so many other things that could have been patched before this. Like, I feel like pressure inaccurate throws, the long windups and deliveries that certain quarterbacks have. I mean, if we're going to talk about a defense that needed to be patched, how about the big dime 146? I mean, come on, that's been a very, very, very hard defense to block and pass against all year long. But I guess, that's deemed okay, which, I honestly can sort of see the reasoning for that because at the end of the day, it is a little bit more realistic to, be able to have good pressure on the quarterback than sack the quarterback before you hand the ball off. So if I'm being honest, I can kind of see their logic on that one. But still, if we're going to patch over-effective defenses, the big time 146 is one of the most over-effective defenses I've seen in recent years. So, yeah, I mean, I would say that definitely needed to get patched if we're going to go about patching defenses. That's just my opinion, though. I'd love to let you guys kind of chime in and let me know what you think. I'm just kind of showing you that just several examples of it just show you that bench blitz really just no longer works like at all. Like you don't get any penetration. Honestly, past that, the run game in general just kind of gashes it. I know the last two runs I haven't done too well, reading my blocks, but this run defense just really is not good anymore at all. It gets no penetration. It's pretty easy to run on. So that's the first thing. The second thing is they patched the nasty streak at fullback. I actually put up a tip on this on my channel because it was very, very good for the couple weeks that it was around. It was a very good tactic. But you guys can see now that if I'm the Eagles and I go ahead and I take out Lane Johnson and put him as the second string tight end and package him in, and we're gonna actually punt the ball so you guys can see this. No longer can you get nasty streak activated with a nasty streak guy at fullback. They did patch that, which to me, that's a reasonable patch. I don't mind that because if we were going to patch the nasty streak earlier in the year at tight end, it only makes sense that we also patch it at fullback because it definitely was super effective and probably a little bit more, effective than EA had intended. They probably didn't intend people to put this guy in at fullback. As you can see, tight end backfield, we can still get him there, but if I run a D to where we're going to get out in space and try to activate this, you guys are going to see he's no longer going to be able to light up and just pancake everybody. As you guys can see, he doesn't even go for the DB. He actually just goes for the linebacker, and he doesn't light up at all. That was an interesting little run. That's the other main change. Don't think that one's a big deal. I think everyone's probably okay with that one. It's just I don't know why we patched the bench blitz 3. I really don't. Just getting back to that one last time so you guys can see, it is completely, it does not work. It doesn't work at all, point blank, period. It just is not, it's not good run D anymore. And it's not just certain runs. It pretty much is ineffective against any run you're going to use. So you're probably good to not run bench blitz if someone's running the ball on you because it's just not what it used to be whatsoever. And like I said, I would love to know you guys' opinion on this matter. Is it just me? Is it a lot of the competitive people, the hardcore type players, they feel this is definitely should not have been patched. And I'm kind of in the same boat. I definitely don't think it should have been patched. I don't think it was, that big of a deal. I feel like I have put out several counters for it on this YouTube channel alone, on my website, sportsgamers.com. So don't think it needed to be patched, but that's just me. Anyways, this is a update they've done in April. It could possibly be the last update they do for Madden 20, so we head into Madden 21. So I wanted to get it out, let you guys see what's changed, some major notes, and guys, let me know what you think about it. I would love to hear your comments. So until next time, it's Duke, and I'm